Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. They'll start by running the option to the right. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. Right away, they rack up 10 yards on their first play from scrimmage. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. First carry of the game for Zamir White. And hard running's going to get him over the 40 to the 42. A solid run on 1st down, gain of 7, leaves them with a 2nd and 3. For the Bears at a disappointing 1-4 as they start play. And they come in losers of 2 straight, so trying to turn things around here.
And you just mentioned 2 straight, and when you're talking about 2 games, that's nothing to panic about. They feel like they've been a little bit unlucky in the last couple. This is a club that's more than capable of turning things around. I expect them to play really well here.
Fields to commit there for a Chicago first.
And the tight end is certainly a position built to move the chains because they can control space underneath. If they've got good hands, then of course they're a dynamic target. But one other thing is they're right in the sight lines of a quarterback on just about every play. And that makes it easier for the quarterback to pick him out and deliver.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Well, this defense for the Bengals, they were excellent a week ago in that victory over Indianapolis.
And no matter what's done throughout a ball game, it always comes back to blocking and tackling. That's the essence of football. But I think it's hard for people to understand just how difficult it is to tackle, especially open field. Very few missed tackles on tape that I saw last game. This team does a nice job of getting their opponents on the ground.
Now 3rd down is looming. A pickup of 2 on 1st down and just 1 yard there.
So 7 yards from the 1st down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. Throwing on 3rd down, Fields. Pass to the right, there's Jones.
And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. Give him 10 yards there as this offense is on a roll. This drive continues to plunge forward.
We got to like what you're seeing from this offense here on the first drive. A nice sustained series to begin the game, and it will continue after picking up another first there.
Would you say the word methodical comes to mind? I love the execution. I love what they're doing on this drive. They're controlling the ball, controlling the game, controlling the clock.
That'll wind up a gain of 27 on the catch and run.
There's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
Running out of the gun with White. And they get to him quickly here as he's stopped right around the 13. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
They stay on the ground with White. And power running here down to the 6-yard line.
The impressive opening drive continues and just space being created by those guys up front.
We're seeing this the same way, aren't we? We are seeing an offensive line, as this game gets started, as it starts to unfold, that they are dominating the line of scrimmage.
They'll try to pick this up on the ground with White. That is not going to be any help as they dump him behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a full 3 yards, and it brings up 4th down. Santos' kick is up and through, and it's 3-0. The Bears hit the scoreboard first.
All in all, a pretty decent opening drive, Charles. Pretty balanced. They had the passing game going and the rushing attack, too.
I would think they have to be happy with that start because you get your ground game going, which means your offensive line and your runners are pretty happy, and then you get your aerial attack going as well. So your quarterback and receivers have smiles on their faces. Now both up to speed, awaiting their next possessions for this game. They can't wait to get started again.
Here we go. Burrow and the Bengals with a 1st and 10
at their own 28-yard line. Here's Joe Mixon as they start on the ground. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Now on 2nd and 13. Burrow toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a 1st down. Well done. That one goes for 24 yards.
On any given pass play, you never know exactly where your exit points are going to be. On this play, it was flushed to his left, still on the run, able to accurately throw the football for a nice 1st down.
From midfield now, Burrow.
That one taken in by T. Higgins. And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
On one, ready?
Mixon with a 1st down carry. And some space here. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score.
Earlier in the week when they had their scouting report meeting, this was the explosiveness that they talked about trying to contain. They were concerned about it all week, yet he still did it to them. Wonder how that's going to carry over the rest of the game.
Evan McPherson now for the PAT.
And we'll see if this rain affects the team's decisions going forward, but they kick it here, and it's good.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But you also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. Now Fields.
Oh, he rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted.
Picked off by Von Bell.
And the Bengals are going to take possession of the football.
Okay, partner, no surprise to you. I'm going to look at this from the defensive perspective. In the rain, you have to be more cautious trying to cover passing routes. Why? The offense knows where they're going with the football. The receiver knows the route he's going to run. You have to make sure you keep your footing underneath you.
And they go play action now. Burrow. And he'll just get rid of it.
These are the situations that really test a defense, those sudden changes. They're already inside field goal range to start the possession. Their goal now, keep it to a long kick, if indeed they end up trying one.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Burrow looking to pass. Open receiver, that's Hayden Hurst, the tight end. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. 22 yards on the catch and run, a 1st down.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. As long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
A minimal gain as we tick down inside of a minute remaining in the opening quarter.
Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Now it's Burrow. And he'll find Chase on the right side, complete.
So just 3 yards on the completion there. And it brings up 3rd and 5 now.
On one, ready?
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. After 1, 7-3 the score on EA Sports.
Here we go.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game.
11 MT, pace. 11 MT, 12, 12, 12, 11, 11.
Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
That's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing 4th down.
McPherson's kick is good.
And they push the lead up to a touchdown now at 10-3.
So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense. The firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. As the offense comes out here, Charles, maybe perhaps a bit more of a focus on the run game for this drive after tossing an interception on the previous one?
I think that's a good way to look at it and a good way to think about it, but maybe they get to it in a little bit different way because after you throw an interception, you want to make sure you keep your quarterback's confidence high. So maybe give him a couple easy throws that he can complete and then get to the running game and try and get things settled down.
Yeah, it's still in the first half here, a long way to go.
Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10. They'll try the right side here with White. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on 1st down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
And a nickel look here for the Bengals as they try to defend this on 3rd.
Here's Fields.
It's caught. Beckham. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Well, sometimes when you try to defend OBJ, you're going to get a PI call.
You might get a PI called at just about any point during his route. And I think a lot of teams have taken the whole philosophy of, hey, just go ahead and do what you have to do and hope eventually they'll quit calling it. But not in this case. They dropped the flag for the pass interference.
Now a pass hauled in downfield. 20. Touchdown, Chicago. Odell Beckham. His 3rd touchdown now on the year.
And the Bears are an extra point away from evening this one up.
A good hold in these wet conditions. The point after is up and good. And we are even at 10 apiece. All level now at 10 apiece as the kick's away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Bengals drive about to get going.
Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it, forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize. Like going to the county fair, you don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Burrow going to fake to mix it and now look to throw. It connects quickly to Jamar Chase. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard. They give to Mixon to try to pick it up.
Brandon, what were they thinking on defense there? That looked like they were playing for the pass. That was 3rd and short. Yeah, it was an easy pickup because they handed it to him. That was way too easy.
Just looked like absolute confusion defensively. Not sure why they were in that set.
Yeah, I'd say you ought to have a few men in the box there.
Here we go.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
12.
Now Burrow. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a 1st down. Well done. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
Let's make this one simple. What a catch.
Here we go.
Especially the finishing part of getting his feet in bounds, toe tapping, and of course, foot dragging.
Little tapestry, if you will.
Ooh, I like it.
And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line.
Brandon, you know this is going to be discussed because this is the fear of all the backs when they run this type of a route. They've got to find the football, and sometimes they don't see the defender. And in this case, he took a pretty good shot for his efforts, but give him credit, able to hold on to the football.
They go back to the ground now with Mixon. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down. Here's Burrow. Open man, it's complete to Higgins. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 12-yard line. A gain of 26 on the 3rd down conversion.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
They will throw on 1st down with Burrow. Open man is Higgins, and he's got it. Touchdown, Cincinnati. A 12-yard touchdown grab. And the Bengals have broken our tie as they take the lead. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And that makes it a 17-10 score.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. Pulls it in at the 13. And he won't quite make it to the 25.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. They find themselves down 17-10 as they come up on a 1st and 10. And now off to the races, down the right side. The 20. Touchdown, Chicago.
His 3rd rushing touchdown on the year and 4th overall. And the Bears are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6.
Santos with the extra point. And we've got a tie game here, a back-and-forth 1st half. (17-17) the score. All even to this point as the kick's away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Bengals drive about to get going.
And right now, we've got a little bit of an offensive masterpiece going on both sides, moving the football, scoring points. It's almost like they're looking for Higgins, but it is intercepted. Picked off by Jaquan Brisker, and the Bears are going to take possession of the football.
First down, here's White. And he's got room.
And a good push up front, and he's able to navigate his way down inside the 30. 115 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half.
They go right back to White here on first down. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It's a loss of 5 there, bringing up second. They keep it on the ground. White again. And a short gain down to about the 33.
He's taken down at the 33-yard line. A gain of a yard makes it 3rd and 14.
Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman, both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth.
Yes,
and he's
I am.
miles away and smiling.
And happy.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And that is caught. Touchdown, Bears. Preston Williams, 33 yards. And the Bears have broken the tie. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Here we go.
The Bengals drive about to get going.
And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
They go play action with Burrow. And he'll spot Higgins open left side. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. It's a gain of 13, and the Bengals have a first down.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down, because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a first down. We've seen him break off a big run already in this game, and for a second, that one looked like it might be another.
Yeah, I think that any defense would say, look, we can't let him get to the second level, because sometimes he'll break off the big run on his own, but oftentimes you get additional blocking at the second level, which gets you deeper into the secondary.
And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage. Now it's Burrow. Over the middle to Evans.
And he's going to be taken down at about the 33.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
From the gun on third down is Burrow. Able to find Higgins.
And he is out of bounds inside the 30. A 6-yard pass on back-to-back plays. Picks up the first. 3rd and 4, he did just enough. I mean, just enough to move the chains.
And that's all you're looking for, right? Just want to keep the drive moving. You don't need the big play there.
Here we go.
Just get to that marker that you described, and he was able to do just that.
First down. Here's Burrow. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
And now the rookie's free. And they will score a pick-6 for a Bears touchdown. A big play there by the rookie. An interception followed by the return for 6 points.
If you want to be accepted by your teammates and coaching staff, make plays like that.
You know, can you believe it? He misses another one, his 3rd so far.
So not much time to work with here. 9 seconds remain in the half as this one is away.
And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The Bengals drive about to get going.
And with only 9 seconds remaining, with not much time, we'll see how they play this.
And an anxious moment or two there, but they do get him down. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter.
Here we go.
Back to Mixon on first down. And he's got some space here.
And some pretty strong running there as he'll take this across the 50 and down to the 44.
So we come upon halftime in what's a 12-point game at the break. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
Here we go.
The Bengals drive about to get going.
And they're on the short end of the scoreboard here. Charles, what adjustments, if any, do you think they need to make for the second half?
Well, paraphrasing the gold medal hockey winning coach Herb Brooks, I just say you continue to play your game. Throw the ball. They had success doing it in the first half, so make sure you keep getting the ball to your playmakers, a little bit more to the perimeter perhaps, but above all, play your game.
On one. Ready?
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3.
11-90.
They're passing here, Joe Burrow.
It'll be Mixon on the out route as the pass is caught.
And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
That was a pretty favorable situation there. What would you call that? 2nd and manageable? Smart play, too. Didn't force it downfield when he didn't have it. Just checked it down, let him get the first down, and that's exactly what he did.
11.
On 1st and 10, Joe Burrow. And this is caught by Evans. So no gain on the play, and that's going to bring up 2nd down. Now a handoff up the middle. It's Wheeler. Nowhere to go that time. He maybe got a yard up to the 40.
When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
On 3rd down, Burrow. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
That's a perfect word for it, precise, because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. The drive starts with a run by White. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
126 yards for him on the ground now, as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
It's been an excellent day for him running the football, no doubt, as he continues to soar well past 100 yards.
Yeah, it almost feels like he can just grab his briefcase and head home after putting in a full day's work at the office, doesn't it?
Opting to run again here with White. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss.
Off play action, Fields.
Blitz coming, and down he goes.
They came with a safety blitz, and Daxton Hill got home.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
So now following the sack, Fields and the Bears looking at 3rd down and long. Here's Fields.
It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
On every offensive coordinator, every play caller sheet, they have about 5 or 6 plays per game that they call shot plays or big plays, and you don't get many opportunities to dial them up, and they just did, and they drop it with a great chance to make a big play. That's going to hurt.
We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And the Bengals will have a 1st and 10 from deep in their own territory. The Bengals drive about to get going.
Defense got the better of them last series, forcing a punt. See if they make a few changes in the game plan here and try to get points out of this drive. 1st and 10.
And he's going to lose yardage here back to the 12-yard line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Well, if these guys are going to chop into that deficit, they got to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage, no yardage to be found.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Burrow will throw.
Got a man open. It's Chase.
And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. Give him 17 and a Cincinnati 1st down. Burrow looking to pass.
A quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating a defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
Glad you're with us from Soldier Field in Chicago. 3rd quarter here, 2nd and 10.
They'll look to throw here. Throw left side complete. That's Wheeler. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. The Bengals passing game finding a rhythm. They've got another 1st. Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy out in the flat.
And so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down. But earlier in the game, it was touchdown or interception. Now he got to the check down, a nice safe throw, and a good one.
And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48.
It's a nice completion, a little bit of run after catch as well to create the yardage that they got. But it is so tough to cover that route, the drag route, because they run it at varying speeds. Because the key is to create hesitancy on the defender's part.
Always so empathetic for those DBs, aren't you? And he'll go down. The Bears get there for the sack. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. Now it's Burrow. Open man is Higgins.
And they're going to get this up to midfield.
They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of until they stop him, why not go back to him? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
A long way to go here on 3rd down for the 8th play of the drive. From midfield now, Burrow. That's caught over the middle by Hurst. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 22-yard line. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as...
Here we go. 11 MT, 11 Thomas. 11 MT, take. 11 MT, take.
Now Burrow on 1st down. He'll drop this one down to Mixon. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. And this is going to be intercepted. And the Bears are going to take possession here at their own 6-yard line. Well, field goals probably aren't going to cut it at this point. This was touchdown or bust, and unfortunately for them, it turned out to be bust.
Yeah, they're feeling like they've got to force the issue here, maybe take some chances they wouldn't have earlier in the game. But give credit to this defense. They've really stood tall throughout, and they come up with the interception in the end zone.
Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
At the 6-yard line.
Going right side is White, and he'll take this forward only up to about the 7. The 2nd down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the 4th quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
Throwing on 3rd down, Fields.
And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need.
Picked by Logan Wilson. And the Bengals are going to take possession of the football. And they'll take possession already in the red zone and in a great spot to add points to the scoreboard.
And, Brandon, how many times have we seen a defense with a lot of field behind them get even more aggressive, right? They feel like they've got them not pinned down, but in a favorable spot for them, and they took advantage of it there, got a nice interception, and set up their offense in great shape.
Mixon.
And he gets halfway there from the 4 to the 2 on a gain of 2. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal.
Mixon again. Pushing for the end zone, but he's not going to get there. They stop him just shy of the goal line.
Call it a gain of a yard as they get a little bit closer here. It's 3rd and goal.
Sometimes I get caught in hyperbole, but I think they desperately need to punch this one in. They're running out of time.
Yeah, 2-score game, 2nd half. You're down here. this is the time to put it in the end zone.
Yeah, not going to get much better.
And this time he is in.
Yes.
Joe Mixon with his 6th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Bengals have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th.
Oh, I was just about to say he hadn't missed an extra point all season, but there it is. His first miss, no good. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. They've been asleep for a little while on this side of the football, Charles, and the score is just a one-score game now. Haven't had any points this half. What gives?
Let's go old school here. All right, let's get back to the basics. Get back to running the football, high percentage throws. Find the guys that eat pressure and make plays for you and make sure they touch it.
Well, I certainly thought he had an open look beyond the first down marker to his receiver, but they just couldn't connect, and that will send them back to the drawing board.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
To throw is Fields.
And this one is incomplete.
Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and give the football right back because your friend, Old Momentum, he's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trek to the opposite side, and all of a sudden, you've got a battle on your hands.
The Bears on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 10. A shotgun snap, Fields. And this pass broken up. The contact well timed there, and now 4th down. Here comes the Bears punter now, as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. Oh, it's a wobbler here. He'll take it a few steps in front of the 50. It's a nifty return of 29 yards. And the Bengals will take over in terrific field position. I'll tell you, far from ideal conditions to play in, but neither offense has had much trouble. Plenty of points to go around. 1st and 10.
It's Mixon on the counter. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
I think we all suspected that they were going back to him after he found the end zone on his last carry, and they kept the positive momentum going there. Another nice run by him.
Second and 5 now.
Burrow throwing the out route incomplete.
It's Morgan.
And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds. A nice pickup of 14, and it moves the stick, sets up a 1st and goal.
Here we go.
They'll give it to Mixon, and he is in. Touchdown, Bengals.
Joe Mixon with career touchdown number 75. And the Bengals are an extra point away from taking the lead here in the 4th.
A very important extra point there, up and good. And they have taken the lead here in this 4th quarter.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive.
And now they'll look to answer working from behind. And remember, this offense has sputtered yet to score here in the second half. They'll need to change that here. The tackle made that time by B.J. Hill.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature at the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to swallow up the ball carrier.
A play fake, now Fields to throw. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's third down.
So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They've given him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
The Bengal pressure gets him that time. Down he goes.
Trey Hendrickson showing off his pass rush repertoire that time.
Here comes the Bears punter now. As the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Fair catch called for and made, but now we'll have to see about the penalty. A little too amped up there, got to him before he had a chance to catch it.
Another example of players in tough spots getting the protection that they deserve. Got to make sure that he's able to catch the ball before you get to him.
Here we go. So 1st and 10 after a big mistake on 4th down with a penalty.
Burrow going to give this to Mixon.
And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line.
98 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
I like that run right there, partner. Not the flashiest run, not the one that's going to break for big yardage, but he understands the situation, and taking care of the football, paramount, and he got it done.
Nursing that slim lead, you're exactly right. Hold on to that
ball. Burrow going to fake to mix it and now look to throw.
Flushed out right. And he's wrapped up. Taken down. Back at the 25. It'll be a loss of only a couple on the sack, but now it'll bring up third down.
They tried to go with a little play action there, but nobody on the defensive side bit.
Yeah, they adjusted in time and in a big way and ultimately got the sack. On offense, sometimes you're running play action just to set up a certain blocking technique. In this case, none of it worked.
Now Burrow. This is caught by Evans. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. It's 1st and goal and a late touchdown at this stage. Could officially salt this one away. They'll go to Pirine trying to pound it in. And he gets halfway there down to the 1-yard line. Whistles now and a timeout. So defensively they burn it here with 1:51 left. Another yard would probably put this thing in the books. It's 2nd and 1. Mixon trying to punch it in. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD.
Joe Mixon
taking it in from a yard out.
And the Bengals will add to their 4th quarter lead.
They get one more as the extra point's up and good. And that will ensure that it will take a touchdown and a 2-point conversion to tie it.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense.
I would say they went 3 and out last time, but actually they didn't even get to 3 and out. Still a strange decision to us here in the booth.
Yeah, let's hope they don't go 1 and out, but maybe, possibly, let's try.
And the comeback may stall out. It's intercepted. Picked off by Von Bell. And the Bengals are going to take possession of the football. Well, what a turnaround. They exited the lockers with a nice lead, and now all of this. What's happening?
So when you start to write your novel, you'll start out with, it was a tale of 2 halves, won't you?
Right, but I'm a bad writer.
I don't know exactly what happened because sometimes teams can go in with a lead and get too comfortable, too relaxed, and a couple of things go wrong, and it's hard to get back that good feeling.
Down to a knee here. The defense still with a couple of timeouts. We'll see if they want to use them. Now the Bears going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. And they'll indeed take a knee. Now the defense will burn their third and final timeout as they'll get it with just over 90 seconds to go in the ball game. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long.
Go. 11 MT, take. 11 MT, take.
Throwing now is Joe Burrow. Looking deep downfield. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
After what they've faced during this game where they've given up a ton of yards downfield, it has to be a measure of revenge right there for the secondary. They've been shredded throughout the game and finally forced an incompletion.
And this one is no good. He missed it. And this will stay a 1-score game as the lead holds at 8. Things just got interesting. They tried for the long field goal there to salt this one away. They don't get it, and now a little time for the other guys to mount a late drive.
Well, they thought their kicker would put it through the post and finish this one off. I'm sure they discussed pooch punting it and letting their defense take over. Well, the defense now has to make it stand up, but they didn't get the best field position because the ball comes back to the line of scrimmage.
Back to throw. Fields. He completes it to Beckham. And they'll work this down inside the 30. Now Fields. Letting one go deep for the end zone. And this ball incomplete. Looked very much to be a catchable ball and could not hang on. Second down coming up. These are the spots, this stage of the game, where it pays to have speed on the perimeter, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and in the second quarter, he may very well run by him, but in this situation, I know as a defender, I'm loosening up a couple of extra steps that allowed him to run with him stride for stride.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete.
Back-to-back incompletions, but we know this is definitely 4-down territory. Time not on their side. I don't think they want to try and get the first down in 2 installments. I think they got to go and get it right here, right now.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. All eyes on Fields. And oh no, it's incomplete. Well, it's a touchdown if he holds on, but somehow took his eyes off of it, falls to the ground, and brings up 4th down.
With that incompletion, reality is staring them right in the face. This entire game is down to the next snap.
Fourth down. Fields has to have this one. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Bengals will get the football back.
So the defense has to stay out and get one more stop. They were able to do it, forcing the incompletion.
So on their record, that goes down as a successful play. It doesn't matter how they got there, how it happened. They got it done. They're the ones that are jubilant.
And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line.
109 yards on the ground for him now with 4 touchdown runs tacked on. Well, that second half, Charles, a little bit different from the first. Not only did we have the lead change after intermission, but they were able to pitch the shutout in the second half and get an impressive victory.
And what's the old expression? That's not quite how I saw it playing out in my head. You know they didn't expect this at all. As you mentioned, went into the half with the lead. Losing the game is one thing. Getting shut out in the second half, that's a surprise.
So for Cincinnati, they climb back to 500 now at 3 up and 3 down. And they will head home next week to take on the Seattle Seahawks. Meanwhile, for the Bears, the losses are piling up as they drop to 1-5 now. And they will be at home next week to take on the New York Giants.